We are now live, folks. What's going on, man? It's your boy Tenzem, one third of the SOS podcast. I was trying to squeeze in an episode of The Boys before I had to begin this stream, but yeah, I still got a little bit more to go. I don't know. Is it? I mean, Homelander is definitely weird, which we always knew that, but yeah, they always find a way to take it to another level. So yeah, man. So right after this episode, I'm gonna finish up The Boys and then watch Invincible. See, the original plan was I was gonna try to squeeze in The Boys before the show, and then afterwards I could watch Invincible and still, be in bed by a decent hour. But I see I'm gonna have to go a little bit above the bedtime, but that's okay. I mean, sometimes, man, you gotta sacrifice for the things that you want. And right now, the thing that I want is ammo to talk about it at work tomorrow because yeah, there's other people who watch the show and well, both shows. So yeah, I got to be able to keep up with the conversation. You ever be that guy, you can't relate to shit, like you're part of the friend group but they talking about some shit you can't relate to, so like, yeah, huh, right, oh, yeah, oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I don't want to be that dude. I want to be like, boom, 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 boom. Yeah, man, my opinion on this is, and if a debate comes out, then I'll be ready. See, I thought I was gonna slip up some more, but I didn't because I'm getting used to this going live shit. You know what I mean? I'm just in a particularly good mood. Hopefully, if you haven't already, go to the Black Non-Believers YouTube page. They recently just interviewed moi. No, I was actually invited to be interviewed for a change. Like I'm usually the one interviewing. Speaking of interviewing, we were supposed to have the hardest photographer on, but some things came up, so he couldn't make it. But hopefully we can do a reschedule. But anywho, what the fuck was I saying? Damn. So they were ashy, son of a bitch. I'm sorry. I'll be thinking out loud and stuff. I was looking at my lips on camera and I was like, oh my god, they were ashy because I just licked them. I knew I should have went to my room and put on the Jack Black, but hey, it's all good, folks. If you notice something different, I'm wearing an SOS shirt instead of an SOS hoodie. So yeah, right on time for the summer. So yeah, definitely hit us up. Be more than glad to oblige. Um, but nah, dude. I think the season finale of Invincible airs tonight, and yeah, I definitely got to watch it. I got a text from one of my boys who's actually going to be on the show in the future. Special episode. He was texting me saying, did you watch it? I was like, nah, I gotta see it after the podcast, and I had to make sure. I was like, you are talking about Invincible, right? And he was like, yes. I was like, oh shit, that means some shit happens because he usually, I mean, he reaches out, but not like that. So yeah, he's very excited. I'm excited too, man. This season has been. It felt like it went by pretty quick, but it's still definitely been like a roller coaster. Maybe not as much as a roller coaster as the last two seasons, but yeah, it still took you through there. I am curious, like how far into the comics are they gonna go, and what they're gonna leave out. Like I did not read the original comics at all, but I was able to be blessed with commentary from people online who have. So it's interesting. I mean, so far it seems pretty faithful compared to what people talked about. But there's one particular infamous scene which I think they're probably going to leave out. That's what it seems like because according to the people who read the comics, it's like where we're at now. It's kind of past that. So who knows? But yeah, man. When I first started watching Invincible, honestly, I don't think I saw trailers. Like, I legit thought it was gonna be like some shonen type shit, like yeah, like some Young Justice type shit. Like, I really thought that just because the way it was like drawn and animated. But yeah, man, I sat down, watched that show, and saw Nolan just straight fuck up those other heroes. I was like, good lord, man. That is hold on, sorry, I was checking messages. But yeah, I was like, oh, okay, this is not one of them. This is not one of them. Yeah, no, they go there with it. Like, oh man, it was just so tough, like seeing Nolan just, basically just evil Superman with a mustache. Oh man, got the blast from B. He sending out the blast on Instagram. But nah, man, I'm really excited. Like I said, there's definitely signs of growth. Like, yeah, I think that was my first time being invited onto someone else's platform to speak. So that was really good because, I will be performing at the Revival of Reason this upcoming June. It'll be the second annual Revival of Reason. And also 15 years of Black non-believers. That's crazy because I remember I joined back in 2011. And yeah, that was like the year it was built. But, like I said on the interview with, Mandisa, I I just heard about it from the Thinking Atheist podcast hosted by Seth Andrews, and yeah, I heard her name. I looked it up. Yep, Black non-believers. Filled out the questionnaire. Then all of a sudden, I got invites to meetups, and I think I finally found the time to go to Barnes and Noble on Mount Zion for the Recovery from Religion, which it technically is not a Black non-believers event, but Black non-believers were a part of it. And yeah, it was just on and popping from there. Like I was in this atheist group, like, and so yeah, man. Shout out to Black non-believers for having your boy on. What up, B?
What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Uh, was it? We got another cool Wednesday night ahead of us. What's up?
Yeah, it is a pretty cool Wednesday. Like I was telling the peeps, after I get off this, I gotta finish the boys, then hop on Invincible.
Yeah. Nah, I watched both. Um, hey man, I ain't gonna get into no spoilers, but all niggas do is complain, bro. I swear to God, bro. Why can't motherfuckers be happy? Like, I'm not even saying that you gotta like everything, but
hmm
oh my God, I done seen so
Like,
many
were they
people.
complaining about the art or the story?
Oh, they was complaining about, especially with the boys. I done seen people complain so hard about the boys.
Yeah, like a lot of people don't like Kamiko's voice. Like I've been that's
It was
that's the
always
main thing
gonna
I've been
sound
seeing.
weird. I've
Yeah,
been
it's gonna
said it
throw
was
you
gonna
off
sound,
when a mute
yeah.
character starts talking. So
Yeah, and also like, in terms of her, like, sounding childish, like they explained in the show, like they
yeah,
was like,
she watched
you know,
TikTok.
yeah, like she learned her mannerisms from TikTok and stuff. Like she like, also you gotta think too, she hasn't spoke out loud since she was a child. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, so I don't know. I just feel like a lot of people was tripping. Also, people was complaining about the most recent episode feeling like a filler or a waste of time, bruh. Half of y'all learned anime terms and don't know what they be meaning, bruh. Like what? I be so mad when I hear people talk about stuff as filler or so, or you know what I mean. I'm like, what?
Now, I will say, as far as I got into the episode, yeah, that's crazy. Like they really mirrored like that Hitler Youth kind of thing. Because to those who've seen it, what I'm referring to, like even back like during the Nazi days, like sometimes like let's just say be like you and your wife was like kind of like not with that Nazi shit, and y'all was hiding Jews in your house.
Oh yeah.
Your own kid might snitch on you.
Mm-hmm.
So so yeah. So talking about people who did see it,
Yeah.
yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And I was like, damn, that
Well,
is
like
really on the
even
nose.
that scene actually reminded me of from the first X-Men movie. Oh no, not the first,
Mm.
the second one. Remember the second X-Men movie? They go to Iceman's brother's house and they found out, and Iceman's brother
Oh
found out he
yeah.
was a mutant, and he
Yeah, I was
snitched.
like, bro, when I first saw that, I was like, hell no, no, you did not, bro. Like,
Yeah.
yo, that whole family need to whip his ass. It's like,
Yeah, man. But yeah, man, I don't know, bro. I just feel like a lot of people just love crying about stuff now. Like you would think, like every TV show, every movie, it's just the worst thing known to man when you let
you know,
people tell it. Like I just be like, bro, why do y'all hate everything?
my my
Like,
favorite like recent critique of shows is because even like my coworker said it, but but she understood why. But like, I'm talking about the people who just unironically say this about this season of Euphoria. It doesn't feel like the same show, and I'm just like, yeah, they're not in school no more. Like, what the fuck? Like,
right.
like yeah, it's not gonna be the same. Like, what?
Right. And now keep in mind, I haven't been watching it. I haven't watched. I've been meaning to catch up. I just, I'm behind on Euphoria, so I've been meaning to catch up though. But
Yeah, my boy,
yeah, I figured it wasn't going to feel the same. Like
my boy Adabisi is in this season.
yeah, I seen him and I seen Kadeem Hardison in the trailer, and I was like, what them two doing there?
Right.
Got Dwayne Wade up in there. You know, I think also too, I will say when I did see the trailer that I was a bit thrown off by the fact that it felt like some narco stuff because I feel like Euphoria was more of a character driven show, not like you know, hey, we doing international drug smuggling type. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
so I can understand how some people feel a little bit, but at the same time, like I'll still probably give it a chance. I just haven't gotten around to it yet.
Oh yeah, I mean it's worth your time. I'll say that.
Right.
I mean, it's a spoiler, but it's not. Unfortunately, so far, Cassie is still stupid, and I'm just like, okay. I was talking about this with my colleague too. I was just like, she was a way more complex character in season one than for some reason in season two and now they just like, let's just make her embarrassing. So
Yeah.
I was just like, what is
Well,
this?
at least I'll be honest. In season two, while I didn't like some of the stuff that she did, at the very least in season two, I acknowledge that she was a child. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we've seen all those characters do horrific stuff. So I wasn't on the whole Cassie hate train when I watched season two because I'm like, they
And
all
you know
been
what?
doing
And that's a good
craziness. Like,
and that is a good like what's the word? That is a good mitigating thing for her character, like, in defense of it. Like, yeah, she was a high schooler, so of course she's gonna do dumb shit. But
right,
it's just like, God damn. Like, you just want
right.
to be like, all right now, come on. Like, how do you
Yeah, I mean, because like I felt that way with like Rue and stuff and half the stuff she was doing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so same thing with what was the transgender girl? Like, I
oh,
felt that way about her too.
Jules.
Yeah,
Yeah.
season two, like
Yeah,
she was wilded in season two. I think a
I'm just
lot of people
like,
will be forgetting that. Like,
yeah,
Jules
I was
was,
like, yo, was Jules' dad watching her at all? Like, why the fuck is
yeah,
she on Craigslist?
right, right.
Getting-
Yeah, like Jules was wild. The big girl. I mean, I know she didn't come back this season, but like the big girl, like I
yeah,
remember, like in season one and two, I was like, yo, like this girl is off the chain. Like she's
she was
wild.
selling
Like
CP. Like,
right, like you know what I'm saying. So like yeah, I ain't gonna like make excuses for the Cassie character. And I think too, there might be a psychological aspect of a lot of the hatred to that character because like people got the hatred towards Sydney Sweetie, and I think that
yeah,
might inform it. But like, I don't know. I wasn't on the whole, oh, she's the worst character in the show. I'm just like, bro, like we've seen these characters do crazy stuff, bro. If anything, like, you know, it was just par for the course with her character doing that, like
yeah,
because the Latina girl, like she wasn't no innocent victim, like what I'm saying, like yeah, I what she was going through with the abuse and stuff from her boyfriend was bad, but like we were shown time and time again that she was toxic as all get out too. So
right, right.
like I ain't gonna sit here and act like, even the sister, like, I know it was fun to hate on Cassie and stuff, but I'll be honest, if my sister made a play about me rolling on ecstasy and orgasming in
Right.
public,
Yeah.
you're getting your jaw rocked. Like what? And the fact that everybody was like defending her sister for that, I'm just like, yeah, tell your truth, but also don't be surprised when you get a left hook
Yeah.
to your mouth. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't. It, I thought the weirdest thing actually was because so many people was like against that character. It was weird to me to see how many people was pro their mom. You know what I mean? Like everybody was like big up in their mom in the last season. I'm just like their mom is an alcohol
Right.
neglectful alcoholic. You know what I'm saying? Like I just and then everybody was like, "Oh, I feel bad for Lexi because she had an alcoholic mom and a drug addict dad." Yeah, Cassie had the same alcoholic mom and
Right.
drug addict dad.
Right.
Like I just,
I mean, but that's what I
you
mean. It's
know,
like, because that's what I respected about season one, because they actually explored, Cassie as a person. Like, yeah, like they were explaining like the struggles of growing up pretty. Like, yeah, unfortunately, she grew up and her uncles hugged her a little bit too long. And you just like, what
right,
the fuck? Like, yeah, so I was hoping they'd explore that a little bit more because, yeah, like, why was she like doing this sexual stuff? You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
like what's going on? Like,
I wish we
that
would
couldn't
have
have been
got
something.
more of the black dude, but unfortunately, the fans of the show
Yeah, like that nigga got
hated him
really
for
they hated
some
the K.
reason, and I'm not gonna the show all the fans. Bruh, go you look in any sort of space with the fandom or whatever, and you bring up McKay, bruh, they hated that dude. They hated
I
McKay,
mean,
and I just like
for
again
what? For
we
what
had a
reason?
whole Lex Luthor Junior white dude on the show. Like Nate is literally Lex
Right.
Luthor, and y'all mad because McKay, who was problematic, but like y'all acting like he any worse than any of these other people on the show is crazy.
McKay was probably one of the most normal niggas on the cast. Like,
Exactly, and I think
he just played
also I remember there
football
was some
and
rumor.
fuck a white woman. Like, that's it. Like,
Yeah, like there was some rumor about him not wanting to get the COVID shot or something like that. I don't know, but it was just also, yeah, people was also trying to do the whole thing of, oh, why is he always hanging around high schools? I'm like, dog, he's freshly 19. Like, you know what I'm saying?
right.
Like, all these people is people
They're
who is
just
really
searching.
like, yeah, like I don't know, bro. I felt a lot of people didn't really want to give his character the time of day, and I was just, I don't know. I felt bad for Algie Smith. Algie Smith is a dope actor, and for him to go from a main character in the first season to showing up in 2 episodes in the second season and then to just be forgotten about, that's crazy. I don't know. I thought that was whack.
Yeah, because it's like this nigga got, well, I mean, they ain't necessarily rape him, but
I mean,
you
yeah,
know, like, remember when his fraternity did all that gay stuff to him, and it's just
right,
like in front of Cassie, and it's just like,
right.
yeah, like they just left us with that, and we ain't see that nigga again. So it's just like,
Yeah, man. I don't know. Although I will say, there was a joke I saw one time. Somebody said they kicked him off because he was too straight.
that's
They kicked him off because he
funny.
was. Yeah, they said he was too straight, and so they
That
kicked him off.
nigga,
They said, "Hey man, kiss a dude or something, you'll come back."
right? I mean, only because it's Euphoria. I mean, it definitely sounds like the dress argument, but nah, because it's Euphoria, like, yeah, I could probably see that. Like,
Oh no, yeah, it was just. I think this dude who said that was just joking. So I don't think I don't think like old boy like actually meant it, but it was
yeah,
funny.
but I mean, and, peace be upon the actor, but I'm hoping this season we get a little bit more Cal. Like, I heard they did have difficulty filming because I
Right.
guess the ALS was really catching up.
Right.
So, but yeah, but now hopefully we, see how stretched out his story is.
Right. Right.
So,
Nah, yeah, for real. Like I hope we get a decent amount with Cal. I mean, I think the main thing that hurts is not being able to conclude Fez's storyline. I think that
yeah,
that
yeah.
hurts a lot. Like
Oh my god. And, well, I mean, I like that part too, but it was just so funny. Like niggas was so happy to see Fez like sneak Nate, but I'm just like, I mean, he snuck his ass though. Like I want to
yeah,
see him throw it.
yeah.
Like, I want to
That
see him
was
throw blow for blow.
another like a very unpopular opinion I had compared to the other rest of the fandom of the show. Everyone was like, "Oh, he whooped Nate." I'm like, "Yeah, because he smashed him with a bottle." I hope he whooped that
Yeah,
dude.
like you
like,
know, like and that's what I was hoping. Like I was hoping there'd be an episode where they like square up or some shit. Like, but it's just like
that fight wouldn't have gone how we wanted to. I hate to say it, but Fez was a dude who was high 90% of the time and was not working out. Nate Jacobs, for better or worse, was in his room raging against his closeted dad, just straight pumping iron 24/7.
I mean,
Fez would
I
have
mean,
got Fez would have got beat up.
Cal. I mean, this is my SJW hat on, but Cal technically wasn't gay if he was just fucking trans women. I mean, technically you're not gay, but honestly,
Yeah. No, well, no, because they implied like in the past he was hooking up with his friend though.
oh,
Yeah,
oh yeah, yeah, that storyline,
yeah,
yeah, because he went to that gay club. Okay, so he could be bisexual then. Like I don't know.
yeah. Nah, but yeah, no disrespect to my dog Fez, but that fight was not gonna go how he thought it was. He was probably one of the smartest characters on the show for busting him over his head with that
Right,
bottle because he know good and well all pure suburban white boy rage would have broke
but
him
nah,
in
it's just I was
half.
just thinking like maybe I was thinking Nate. Nah, I was like, I don't know, man. I don't think Nate gonna take that laying down. I thought he was gonna start his Bruce Wayne planning.
Yeah.
Like, nah, oh, nah, this nigga got me fucked up. I'm gonna goddamn get his shit shut down.
That was the one thing about season 2 that I thought was odd because it's like, bro, like I said, he's literally like he reminded me of Lex Luthor from Smallville. Like, there's no way he'd have took that on the chin. Like, he'd have been like, okay,
Right.
like I feel like the better way for season 2 to end if you found out that he's the reason that the SWAT team busted up in there. like,
Yeah,
you know,
you know what I'm saying?
dude, think
Like,
of
what's that mean? Like,
nah, but that's the ill thing about him though. He don't just straight call the police. Like he creates a situation for the police to just
right.
show
Like
up at the house.
he'll
Yeah,
make sure the evidence will stick. Like,
yeah. He'll create a situation to make sure like not only do you got heroin in the house, boom, there's a body in the truck, and you just be like,
right.
how'd that get there? And and next you know they should show a shot of Nate watching from a camera he set up on the other side of the street. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
it's like that dude was
Just
wild.
full calculation. Just like
That
that's
dude was
crazy work.
wild, bro. I knew that show. I knew that character was different when he popped up at old buddy's apartment in season 1. I'm
Oh
like,
my
bro, no,
god.
he's not in here watching his TV right now.
I'm like, yo, like that shit took me. I'm like, what are these kids on, bro? Like, cause we supposed to look at Rue like she's the wild one. Like, nigga, this nigga a damn terrorist. Like,
Bruh, full bruh. Even the finale of season 2, how he got his dad, bruh. Like,
right, bro.
because the
That
whole
was
time they
crazy.
make it seem like he had the piece on him, and here the gun was really a USB, and he like, boom, USB, you're a molester, and I'm like, yo, what? Like,
And
bro,
then like do your own dad like that. Cause like what? I mean, I don't know. Cause like all Cal did was just say, fuck it. I'm gonna just be open about my pleasures and I'm gonna
I'll
leave
be
your
honest,
family.
I'm not one of the Cal Jacobs supporters. I don't care that he came out. Cal was a terrible father. Like he was terrible. Like he also the fact that he kept a OCD drawer of him, like, I guess you could say it was consensual, but the way that we seen him do it, it felt kind of gross. Even when we would see him with those like prostitutes, like I don't know, it
Right.
was the out, and then
Bro, the way he had his shit organized, that shit was crazy. It's
and
just like,
then
bro,
also like you mad about your sons, bruh, you raised them. So then what? And then also, I'm gonna keep it a G. I don't even get what his older son did. To be honest with you, like I don't like. He was like, "Oh, you watch weird porn." I'm like, "Dog, you bang
you
prostitutes."
make it. Like,
Like, what? Like, what are you talking about? Like, and you're mad at the older son? Like, okay, like I'd
yeah, it's
rather be
like,
that
I
than be
mean,
like my little
A,
brother
a
is a
psycho, or B,
Machiavellian
like,
high
right.
school villain. You're a creepy prostitute, like banger. Like mom's dang near an alcoholic. I'd rather be that. Like,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying?
Like,
Cool.
yes, I'm gonna live off your money, Dad, because I did not ask to be here, and
Right.
you
You
over
know what I'm
here
saying?
fucking
It's
with me.
like, bro, you raised me. Like, what? And now you gonna come out talk about, oh, the family ruined your life? Like, okay, like you're the adult. Like, I don't know what you want here. Like, and for real, I felt bad for the brother even more because I think they implied that even the mom didn't like him. So I'm just like, bro, what did
Yeah, the
he?
mom was talking crazy about him. Like, I mean, like, I think what she made like a little slick comment, like, "Oh, you'll end up like your brother, huh?" He was like, "All right, nigga, what?" Like,
I'm like, girl, your son, your younger son, literally from what she actually knows about, like in terms of the crimes she knows about, he choked his girlfriend. Like, you know
oh
what I'm
man.
saying? Like he got arrested
And
for
then it's
choking his
like,
girlfriend.
and then these be the most lenient parents. Like, they're literally just downstairs, just hearing their son just going buck wild
With his new
on
girlfriend.
Cassie.
Yeah,
Like he just paid the bills in there. I was like, okay,
yeah,
like.
bro. Just wow. Like, I said, man, that
Then
show.
said girlfriend walking around in just a shirt. I'm just like, all right, bro. Like,
Yeah,
wow, okay.
yeah, bro. Just
Y'all
crazy.
can't tell them shit.
Yeah,
I
man.
mean, and, we was joking, I mean, obviously, Rue's mom was doing the right thing. But, like me and my colleagues, we was just joking, like, damn, like, for Rue to have a black parent, bro, like, I'm sorry. Like, if my teenage child comes to me with a glass shard talking about they ready to cut me, okay,
Right,
that's a threat to my life.
right,
I'm gonna knock you down.
right,
Like, like, but nah, man, Rue's mom had the patience of like 10 saints, bro.
right.
Like,
Yeah, I mean, I think the important thing when it came to her was like she recognized that like
that was just her going through
she
it,
was high, like
yeah.
like
But
very high.
still, I don't care. I was like, what you gonna
Oh
you
yeah,
know, just
nah,
like I had to put you down.
yeah, yeah. Be like, you ever seen Jungle Fever? Sam Jackson of Jungle Fever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That
leave
was sad.
yeah,
That was bro, Ossie Davis just pulled the blick and just said,
bro.
"All right,
Ossie
then."
Davis, he jumped the murder so fast, like even.
I mean, because how long was he a junkie for?
I
I mean,
think
it was
they
probably like,
implied in the movie he was a junkie for a very long time. I
yeah. So I
just
guess he just
my
had it.
favorite
Like,
Samuel Jackson's such a good actor because only he could make a violent crackhead be so entertaining to watch. Honestly, I cared more about Gator than I cared about Wesley Snipes messing with that white woman because I my favorite
bro, I
line
just
was when was it? I think like Wesley Snipes pulled up on him and he said, "Okay, go ahead, tell Mama, tell Mama, tell Mama that her oldest son is a crackhead." That and the little dances he was doing,
oh
bro. Oh,
yeah. I
bro,
smoked the TV.
that's one of my top five crackheads in black cinema. Like he's definitely up there. Like he's fantastic.
Man,
Uh,
I mean, I guess like when I watched that film, I was just, I mean, because it was made in the '90s, right?
yeah,
So even me watching it, like, so I'm like 2000s brain, and I'm watching a '90s movie, so it was just so weird. I'm just like, damn. it was really that serious to them niggas.
Yeah,
The Italian dude, like his friends jumped him. I'm like,
right.
just because he slept with a black woman, like, god
Yeah,
damn,
bro. It was
it was
wild.
serious.
Like
And then
I
he
don't
met another one, didn't he? Like,
I can't remember if he meant another one or not. But I I don't know. To me, the craziest part was like I don't know. The odd thing about that movie was like I felt that they focused on the wrong part. I feel like we should have been focused on the infidelity and not the fact that he cheated specifically with a white woman. Like, and I don't know. I did feel bad for the white chick though. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah,
Like,
like, cause her dad was wilding, right?
yeah, he beat the fool out of her. Like, you know
Yeah, I'm
what I'm
like,
saying?
god damn.
And I feel like she had no real closure in that movie. Like she was just used as an object of just interracial abuse. Like it was just terrible. Like, and then yeah, she don't end up with Wesley. Wesley goes back with his wife, you know what I'm saying? So she just gets like abused constantly
and
throughout that whole movie.
and their weird daughter has to hear them have sex in the morning.
Yeah, yeah, that
Like,
was that was odd. And
like,
then,
what the
listen, I guess I'll say I kind of get the ending, but it still don't make me like it. No, I'm like I wanted to throw a rock
Bro, that
at the
was the most
TV.
random way
I'm
to
like
end the
Spike,
film.
please. Like I get, because Spike Lee, his a lot of endings he'll have like that. It's supposed to be like the thought provoking ending or whatever. But I'm like, bruh, that was wild, Spike. Somebody had to tell him like, yo, come on, bruh. Like there
That
gotta
man
be
just that
another
man
way.
lit he just grabbed that poor girl like, "No."
I like I get it was supposed to be like like this like the objectification of black women or whatever, but A, I'd argue that wasn't the message throughout the whole movie, and
Right.
then B, it was just weird to see it come up at the end, and then the dolly zoom into Wesley Snipes' face as he was holding there. I'm like, bruh,
I
please,
mean,
like,
like, the whole time we're thinking race trumps, infidelity, and then, we get that scene, I
bruh.
guess. I don't know.
I was like you don't gotta like. I'll be honest, like because I grew up watching those movies, and I think I watched School Days before that. Like growing up, like my mom told me about
I
Jungle
have to
Fever.
I have to try to watch that again because I think I tried to watch it when I was younger, and I was just like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, it was odd. I
So
get
I'm
it,
gonna try to watch it again.
but like the ending of School Days, I'm gonna try not to spoil it, but like it's a similar thing, but at least like I'll be honest, like is handled a bit better, like it's a bunch of people coming together and staring at the camera and stuff like that. But like and it kind of relates to the movie more. Whereas like the ending of Jungle Fever, it just feels so abrupt. Like you know what I mean?
Just
Like
random.
even if you
No.
kept the goofiness, it'd be different if you kept the goofiness, but it was like a black kid about to hook up with a white girl or something like that. Because it's like as hammy as that
Bro,
would
that
be,
would be funny as hell.
at least it would have related to the rest of the movie. But like, you
Right.
know, with that, it was
Just
just
this
like, okay,
random
yeah,
addict.
you're making a comment on the objectification of black women. I'm just like, bro, when did we have that other? The only other time I could see that would have applied was like through the character of Halle Berry, because she was getting objectified by like Gator. But like other than that, like I don't know, bro. I was just confused. I was just very confused the whole time. And yeah, I remember when I watched that. I think I watched it all the way through the first time when I was in like high school, and I laughed at the ending. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, bro, what? Wesley, why? Like, I mean, yeah, but some of his endings are like very controversial. Like, because I'll be honest, I don't know. Did you ever see the? It's the one of the Denzel Washington ones. I think it's like Mo Better Blues. I think the one
Nah,
where
I
he's like,
haven't watched that still.
yeah. Like I'll be honest, the ending of Mo Better Blues was kind of weird to me too. Like again, it was one of those things where like I saw where he was going with it, but I was just like, I just don't know if this character would have done this. Like it was just it
Mm.
was odd. I don't know. Like to be honest, one of the only endings of his that I'll say wasn't like weird was Miracle at Saint Anna. I'm gonna be like Miracle at Saint Anna. Like
Oh man.
as much as people kind of aren't the biggest fans of that movie, I'll be honest, it had one of the
Yeah,
most
I'm
concrete.
surprised it got panned
Yeah, like
because I
I
don't
thought
know.
it was
I
a great
enjoyed it.
movie. Yeah, the only issue I have with that movie is the fact that they didn't shoot Michael Ealy.
Oh my goodness.
Like, like I felt it was that was the only part I had. I'm just like, bro, why are we made to watch Derek Luke's character suffer for 2 hours? Like, that's just he was going through so much terrible stuff in that movie, and then like spoiler alert for Miracle at Saint Anna, but he just dies, and I'm just like,
Right? Yeah.
that's terrible.
I
Like,
mean, but Ely's character dies too, though, right? So I mean,
yeah, but he gets to
well, they all
die.
die. Yeah, yeah, they all
Like,
die except for the one kid.
yeah,
Yeah.
and we're supposed to think that Michael Ealy's character is a hero. I'm like, no, you don't get to be with us. You, hey, what? No, you not part of the team no
Cause like
more.
what? Like what was? I mean, 'cause I know like there was like an Italian chick that Derek Luke's character was sweet on, but then we find out Michael Ealy already slept with her or something like that. But what was like another thing he did that just
I mean, he just straight up was mad insubordinate to Derek Luke the whole movie, and like constantly challenging him and stuff, like making him look crazy and everything. And then even with the Italian chick thing, it wasn't that like that he was with her first. He saw Derek Luke was sweet on her, and they was hanging out, and then he purposely hooked up with her,
oh okay.
and to rub it in his face, like that. It wasn't like they was dating already, and Derek Luke found out. Like no, like he did that on purpose just to screw with Derek Luke. And I was just like, bruh, I'm shooting Michael Ealy. Like, and if anybody want to snitch on me later, fine, I'll take the court martial. I'm shooting Michael Ealy right in his face. Like, cause what? Like, why would
did
you?
they fight at all? Like
No, they was out to fight, and then MM from the boys. Like, I know that's not his real name, but like, the dude who plays MM from
oh
the
that was
boys.
him. Oh okay.
Yeah, he came in and broke it up because he was like, bruh, like, we literally about to get hit by some Nazis. But he like did a crazy look at Michael Ealy before he walked off. But for the most part, Michael Ealy essentially got away with it. And I'm just like, bruh, like that's
Oh
like
yeah.
like I
Yeah,
don't know,
I
but
mean, I knew his character was an asshole, but I just forgot how big of an asshole he was.
he was so infuriated the whole movie, bro. I'm just like, bro, why? Like, why? Like that was most of my like take on his character the whole time. I just kept being like, bro, why are you doing this? Like, why are you like this? Like, this is crazy, bro. Like, you acted wild. Like, I was saying, bro, I couldn't have been Derek Luke in that movie. He'd have got some friendly fire. Like,
Man, cause I know what is it that I forgot how I mean, unless that was just their route, but it was I I remember there was like some old dude, like, he was trying to like just trying to get the Nazi to sympathize with him. Like, hey, look, I'm a fascist too, yeah, but they just shot him.
yeah.
And I was like, did he do some snake shit or was it just him just trying to
I
survive?
can't remember. I know there was one of the Italians that did snitch on them. Because remember, there was like part of the I think there was like a resistance group in Italy, but like one of them was like was secretly like leaking info to the Nazis the whole time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I remember there was one of those guys, but I don't know if that was like that dude you was talking about.
Okay.
But yeah, it was that whole movie was crazy. Also, I think I told you this before. I always forget that Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Kerry Washington is in that movie. Like there,
Really?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt is in the beginning, and Kerry Washington comes at the end. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, I think, is like the reporter who's doing the story in the present day
Oh.
timeline with like MM's character,
Mhm.
was old and he like did that crime and stuff. And then Kerry Washington
Yeah.
comes at the end as his lawyer.
Oh yeah, okay, I remember her now. Yep. But man, I remember though, like when that old dude came up to him and was like, "Yay, I'm that kid." I was like,
Oh,
"What the
bruh,
fuck?"
that killed me so bad, especially because
Bruh.
he still had the Saint Anna statue head like with him. Because remember, like
Yeah,
that was like that was Omar. What's that actor's name? Omar
the
Bennington or
big dude,
Benton.
right?
Yeah, yeah, that was like his lucky charm. He was carrying the statue head in that pouch. And then it was like, yeah,
Oh,
remember because he gave it up to the little boy, like when the Nazis came. And I think like it
oh,
was almost like as soon as he gave it up, he got popped. And
mm,
yeah, man, like they showed like at the end when when he runs and when he meets the Italian dude as an adult, like the Italian dude on the other side of the chair, and he zoomed in and he had the statue head the whole time. And I'm like,
oh,
oh
man.
man, I'm telling you, man, I just
Uh,
don't get it, bro. I don't get why people didn't give
and
Spike
that
Lee
was
his props, bro. Like that was such a good
yeah,
movie.
and
Like,
that and he was my the chocolate giant was my favorite character. I forgot what his name was. Well, I forgot all
yeah, I
their names,
forgot what
but
his
yeah, I call him
name
Chocolate.
was. Yeah,
But he
but
was like my favorite character. Yeah,
yeah, for real. Like I loved his scenes. His scenes was dope. Also they
because
did
it's
something in that movie too that I wasn't expecting them to do in that movie was like show like a Nazi um what's it, when you break away? Um I forgot. There's something with a D. Oh, a Nazi defector. Like I wasn't expecting them to show something like that in that movie, but like, because that's how the little kid like got away. Like one of the Nazis defected, and he started busting on the other Nazis when they was killing his village, and he was like, "You monsters!" Like, so I was.
mm,
That was like I thought that was pretty interesting too. To like that Spike Lee included like a character like that. So I don't know, man. Like, yeah, I think that's one of those sleeper Spike Lee movies because there's a lot of
yeah,
criticism about Spike Lee where people go like, "Oh, he hasn't really had a hit since the '90s," and I'm just like, bro, like that movie was like really good. Like, I feel bad
mm,
that like he never got his proper shine for that. Like, that what was it? I know a lot of film nerds don't want to agree, but I will still ride for you know, the old boy remake. Like it's the same movie. Just one's with white people and one got Koreans. Like it's the same movie. Like so I don't know. I'll still ride heavy for that movie. Like I'll say he did it as well as he could have, considering that he don't make action movies like that.
okay.
What was it? That most recent one he had with Denzel. I'm gonna be honest, that was pretty cool too. I like that.
What was that one?
It was called Highest to Lowest. It was a Denzel. He's supposed to be like a music producer type dude. So he like kind of like on some like Jay Z,
Highest to
Barry Gorder
lowest.
type shit, and
Why haven't
like
I heard of it? What the fuck?
yeah, it's like it just came out last year, and it was like him, Jeffrey Wright, the kid who played Cloak and Dagger, had ASAP Rocky, had
What the fuck?
what was it? What's that Bumpy Johnson show? The chick who played his wife in the Bumpy Johnson show, she was in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man, it was dope. So like, yeah, it's like his son and his friend's son both get kidnapped, and then the main conflict throughout the movie is that they was trying to kidnap his son
Mhm.
when really they grabbed the wrong kid, like they and they let him go because they ended up thinking the other kid was his son. And so like one of the main conflicts throughout the movie is him trying to wrestle with if he wants to pay the ransom for his friend's son.
Hmm.
And Jeffrey Wright plays the friend, and it's like
Oh, okay.
it's pretty dope, man. It's dope. Like
So
it,
is it like dramatic,
yeah, yeah. It's
comedic, like
dramatic.
what?
Yeah, it's dramatic.
Okay.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's
Like, damn.
It's
I
pretty
don't know if
cool.
I want to pay
Like,
that
you
rent to
know,
see your
it
film.
I won't say it's as good as all of his other stuff, but like I'll argue that it's still pretty dang good. Like I think, Spike Lee hooked it up, I think, like I said, there's some stuff I think could have been tweaked a little bit, but for the most part, it was pretty cool. So, and man, like I said, I'll always be a huge fan of Spike Lee. I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
forever, and I think, I think a lot of people kind of been playing on his name the past, like, I don't know, like 10 plus years or whatever. But for the most part, I think he's still pretty great.
yeah, yeah. He sure is. Um,
And then,
yeah, wow, yeah. 'Cause I never heard of that movie. Like, I didn't see a trailer in there, so I'm definitely gonna look into it.
yeah. Also, wait, I'm thinking about modern day Spike Lee movies, bruh. Black Klansman and The Five
Oh
Bloods.
yeah,
Like, I
yeah.
forgot about this.
Black Klansman was really good.
Black Klansman was great, man. Every time I see that gif of Adam Driver yelling the N word, bro, I
Oh my
cry. I
god,
cry. It'd be so funny.
bro! Like, I
Every-
love the memes that be like, "Yo, Adam, we just need you to say stop right there."
no, fucking never. I be
Like, we
crying.
trying to warn you, chicken.
Oh my god, bro. I be
And the
crying.
fact that that was like a real operation too, that's crazy.
Bruh. Nah, Topher Grace playing David Duke is so funny to me, bruh. Like, that's one of my favorite casters, bro. Topher Grace playing David Duke was hilarious. Um, but nah, man, it was like that movie was so good. And The Five Bloods with Chadwick and them, like,
I still haven't seen that one.
oh, I
But
think
that's
it's
the one about the veterans who just try to remember their friend or something like that?
essentially what it was. It's like, so I think it's like um Delroy Lindo, the dude who played Freeman from The Wire. I think it was Clark Peters, Delroy Lindo, Clark Peters, Isaiah Whitlock, and I'm trying to think where you would recognize the other actor from. If I'm not mistaken, I think he's the dude. Did you watch King of New York?
King of New York
Yeah,
with Christopher Walken?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I seen it.
If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure it's the nigga who busted in the room at the beginning and said, "Room service, motherfuckers." Like, I think it's that dude. Uh,
Oh damn.
okay. Anyway, so they was on Vietnam with Chadwick Boseman, and I guess they found like a big ass thing of Viet Cong gold or whatever. I
Mhm.
don't know where the gold would have been from, but they found like a big ass thing of gold. And so back in the day when they was in Vietnam, they went and buried that motherfucker. And then I Chadwick Boseman's character is dead, but I can't remember like if he died in Vietnam or if he died later. So I'm not going to tell you for certain. But essentially, I guess like, yeah, they like all get old and they decide to go like, yeah, like it's time, we gonna go back to Vietnam and get the gold. Like because I guess he was like their squad leader. And they like all made a promise to like take the gold back to America and like fix shit in their communities and stuff. And like they all, never did that. And so I guess they decided to go like when they're older to go back and get the shit. So so yeah, no, they decide to go back and get the gold in like when they're older and stuff. It's actually pretty dope. And I think Jonathan Majors is in it too. I think he played Delroy Lindo's son in that movie. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think he played Delroy
So
Lindo's son.
so B, I guess like when you was watching it, like what did it feel like, watching that movie? Like, damn, this is one of Chadwick's last roles.
Yeah,
Like,
man, that was like it was kind of wild to watch, and like especially because like in the movie he wasn't like in Black Panther shape. He was kind of skinnier in that movie, so like you could definitely
right.
tell like he was declining a bit, but like yeah, it was wild. But seeing him because like in the flashback scenes, he doesn't hire young actors for the main characters. He keeps them old in the flashback scenes with Chadwick.
Really?
Yeah, is it's jarring at first, but you kind of get used to it with the flashback scenes. So like
Interesting take.
yeah, it was interesting to see Chadwick like be the like it when they do the flashback scenes. It was interesting to see Chadwick be the squad leader of this group of like old niggas essentially. But like obviously the characters ain't supposed to be old at that time. But like
Right.
but no, it was definitely dope. Like I think Chadwick held his own for sure, and honestly, Jonathan Majors, he's not one of the main parts of it, but he's a decent sized part because he's like Del Rolindo's son in the movie. Like he's pretty dope in the movie too. Like I think that movie was really really good. It sucked though because well, A, it was a Netflix release, and then B, it was during COVID, so it didn't get to go to theaters or nothing. So I wonder how it would have done in theaters, but like low key, I do think that movie should have got way more recognition than it got for sure. But no, it was still really dope though. Like I love the movie. Like I said, it to me it's up there as one of Spike Lee's best. Like I love that movie. Like it's great. I will say there is a Spike Lee movie that I will always say is weird as hell. Um, you ever watch the movie She Hate Me with Anthony Mackie?
I tried to watch that. I just couldn't get through it either. Like I don't know.
It's a weird ass movie. Like I can understand if people don't like that movie because it's kind of wild. Like essentially, Anthony Mackie is like, I think he like used to be on Wall Street or some shit, and then like, uh, Woody Harrelson. It is like this whole weird B plot about how Woody Harrelson low key set him up for some fraud shit, and like he's getting investigated for that. Well, I guess in order to make some income, he's like he decides he hooks up with his ex girlfriend, who is Kerry Washington. Kerry Washington is a lesbian now, and she's like, "Oh, well, I got a bunch of lesbian friends. You could like be a sperm donor or whatever." But instead of like for some reason they don't decide to actually like have him just donate the sperm. He's like low key hooking up with them to give them a baby, and I don't know. It's like it's odd. Low key, Kerry Washington is like a reverse pimp, and then the ending is even odder. It's one of those odd endings that's like I said with Spike Lee. Like I don't know. I don't know if you plan on watching it or not, but you'll if you do, like you'll see. It's kind of strange.
Okay, okay.
But nah, man, like, yeah, that's one of the movies where, like, if somebody said, yeah, like, I don't know about this one, I'm like, yeah, you might be right, because that's like, it's
I
like,
feel that. I feel that.
yeah, because it was a lot. Oh, bruh, I'm missing one of the biggest ones, Inside Man with Denzel Washington. I love
Oh, that's the one
Inside Man.
about the bank robbers.
Yeah,
I
Inside
ain't gonna lie,
Man.
like I mean, granted, I was a little bit more of a bootlicker back then, but I was just like, uh, okay, but y'all still beat the mess out of an old guy. I mean,
Yeah,
someone's
that
got to
was
pay
my.
for that.
I mean, not even that. Like, even like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'd have been sympathetic if I found out the real story. But if I was one of the victims who they kidnapped, like, nigga, I don't care. Like, cool, yeah, you did the right thing, but also you kidnapped me for 3 days. Like, you made me fear for my life. Like, I was held hostage inside a bank on the ground in a jumpsuit. Like, I mean, I don't, you terrorized me. Like I don't care that you got that diamond back.
Right, and it's just like, damn, how was I supposed to know my boss was a Nazi before? Like the fuck, like
Yeah,
I.
yeah, man. I don't know. It was
But
yeah.
nah, it was a good twist though.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Clive Owen played the hell out that bank robbery, dude.
What happened to that nigga, bro?
I have no idea. Like
Like,
it's weird. Like somebody, he was like the man in Hollywood for a
yeah,
long ass time, and then he don't be in nothing. Like that's just Hollywood be some weird shit, bro. Is
right. Like I
crazy.
wonder if it was by choice.
It could have been.
Like,
Who knows?
yeah, like it's like, let me just
One
hang up.
thing though, I'll give him his props. Like, there's not too many mainstream white actors that I know of who've ever really done a Spike Lee movie.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like when you really break it down and think about it, not too many white actors did
Yeah, they're
Spike Lee
like that
movies.
famous. Yeah.
Right. The most you know, the most prominent, I'd say, white actors who did Spike Lee movies was like what?
Dan Aiello.
Oh yeah, Danny Aiello, John
Um,
Turturro, which
yeah.
which even then I don't know if they're that prominent, but still like they were
Yeah.
in
'Cause I mean, because the only other one I can think of, I think,
like Adam Driver.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And then with the remake of Old Boy, technically Josh Brolin did that. So,
Okay.
and then Woody Harrelson was in She Hate Me, but that was 2004 Woody Harrelson, so I don't know how big he was like at that time, you
Mm.
know. Like he was big, but he wasn't like
Yeah.
Brad Pitt or them big, or like
Right.
he
Right.
wasn't as big as he is like now. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's but like I said, I will give him give Clive Owen his props on that, for sure. You know, but but shout out. Oh wait, no, I'm tripping. Ed Norton because he did 25th hour,
Uh-huh.
which
Okay.
I don't think I've ever seen 25th hour, but I think it was I think it's supposed to be it was like that movie. I think he's supposed to be like a drug dealer or something like that who's about to go to jail and he's like out he has like it's like his last 24 hours before he gets locked up by the feds.
Okay. And that was okay. That was 2002. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've never seen it personally. I heard it's pretty dope though.
And this is a Spike Lee movie too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think though it has a lot of white people in it.
Yep. Directed by Spike Lee. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I think like I said, I think the reason why a lot of people don't really talk about it is because there's a lot of white folks in it. It's not
Okay.
like it's not like one of them ones that got mad black people. Like I think there's like mad white people in that movie. I think, matter of fact, like if I'm being for real, I think there's more white people in that movie than black people, which is like it's definitely a switch up for Spike Lee.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's on like Spike, right?
Right. But nah, I know it's felt like the dang Spike Lee pod, but I think it's a good place to chill.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Pittsburgh again. Draft starts tomorrow.
Okay.
It's about to be
Hope
some
we get
hell.
some good picks.
Yeah, it's about to be some hell over here, but hopefully it'll be cool too. But man, it's some transportation about to be some bullshit down
Oh yeah,
here.
for sure.
Also, again, like I think I said this on the pod last week, they're shutting down the buses at 1 a.m. even though all the bars close at 2. So
Mm.
I don't know what
So
the fuck.
make your plans. If you're
Yeah,
drinking, make some plans.
yeah, but yeah, man, I'm out, y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining us today at the SOS Pod. We do this every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Thank y'all for joining us. Come back when y'all can. Follow us. We out. Peace, y'all.
Peace, y'all. Now that was good.